Hello everyone, this is Persephone, continuing the series of podcasts that are going to help other creators make lots and lots of money. We're here today to discuss ManyVids ways to make lots of money fast. I don't know what has happened to the channel. If you are familiar with my previous stupid drama, there is a person that is actually reporting every video, so I'm not sure if it got shadow banned or if the views are tanking in general because some people don't like this new content, but we're going to continue unstoppable. So thanks to this person, I'm filming every day. Yay, stalker power. So this is a question I've been asked a lot by other ManyVids creators, and that is, I upload, I do everything the generic wrong advice tells me to do, and I cannot make any sales, or I sell one video per week, which is obviously not good enough. And today this video is going to be focused on people who do not want to do MV Live. I have a video on how to make $3,000 per month doing MV Live, but let's say you don't want to go live, or you don't enjoy filming customs, or you have any other kind of circumstances like living with family and coming and live streaming are not options. What do you do then? The first thing that you need to do is, these are things that I'm going to share with you came from my personal experience on ManyVids, and you can try the advice and see if it works for you. MV posts. Basically, MV posts is a post you can do on ManyVids, and you can have the choice to plan ahead. Like, you can pre-program posts to appear with a specific frequency on your account. And the ideal frequency, in my opinion, to make sales is every 1 hour. So you can make this automatic. Imagine like automatic retweeting, and every 1 hour you're going to have a post that is going to appear advertising your room. This is extremely important if you don't have a big following and if you don't do MV Live, because it allows people who are scrolling down the MV feed to actually find you. And we're going to say specifically what you're going to have in this post. The post isn't going to be some atrocious things that I see on MV feed, on people talking about their problems, and the woman saying, I'm helping my daughter move next week, so I'm not going to be live next week, or someone else saying about their boyfriend drama, or someone else posting some generic grainy picture of themselves looking horrible. Like, oh my God, who has time for that? Imagine that being a cam girl is like being a virtual geisha. The same applies if you're a cam boy or a trans person. You have to create a world of magic and dreams. People who are miserable, people who cannot get any happiness in their actual life, come to you to escape. So the last thing they want to do is see terrible pictures or see you complaining about how much your life sucks. No. According to sales books that I have been reading, and this advice works, your post should be something that makes people feel that they gain by visiting your store. For example, my post, everything that I say is going to be specific with examples, no generic advice. In my store, I say all of my taboo movies, let's say, are 75% off. All the 1 hour movies are 75% off for today. Or you tip me $50 and you get this number of videos. Or we offer a personalized video bundle. You choose 5 videos or 10 videos of your choice and you pay $15. That may sound like a ripoff. You're going to say $15? Why don't you just become a streetwalker? I heard that recently. And by the way, I consider streetwalkers very, very brave people. And the people who say it, well, I'm not going to say what I think about them. All I'm going to say is that we live in late stage dystopian capitalism, and people are not going to part with their money easily. So Hormozi, the, I think, Iranian businessman, said it's much, much harder to get $1,000 from a poor person than to get $100,000 from a millionaire. The people who join ManyVids are not rich men usually. They could be whales, but we're going to make other videos about whales, like big tippers, big spenders. I'm not going to analyze them here. But the people who usually buy videos are blue-collar job workers, students, unemployed men, lonely married men that their wife is checking the bank statements like a hawk. So it's not like they can drop $100, $200 easily. So when you are a nobody from bumfuck nowhere and nobody knows your store, you have to entice them with an offer to try it. Otherwise, no one is going to spend, when they have a budget of, let's say, $100 for the entire month, they're not going to drop $50 to visit an unknown store. You have to give them something to make them click and go there. Thing number 2, your prices. If I had $1, every time I saw the complete nobody from bumfuck nowhere pricing a video where they say, oh, I'm showing my feet, I'm taking off my socks, give me $10, I would be richer than Elon Musk. That being said, I don't believe that you should sell a 1-hour video for $3. I have done that. There was a time when I was very upset at specific people and I wanted to hit them as competition, so I made some outrageously low prices, but now I'm going to share a better method with you. So what I will do in this method is you create videos of smaller length, ideally 3 to 5 minutes, and then you create a bigger video of the same theme. So let's say if your theme is your side piece is obsessed with you and she makes you cheat on your wife, you create a 3-minute video where she's basically teasing you, she's using toys, she's talking dirty to you, and then you have a similar video, or the small video could even be a part of the big video, like from the 3-minute compilation of a 30-minute video. And you price the 3-minute video for $1 or $2 or the minimum possible, $2.99. And the big video has a normal price, it could be $10, $15. This way, people who don't know your store and they are enticed by the previous offer will come, buy the cheap video, and if they like what they see, buy the big video. I have had that done thousands of times. People buying 3 cheap-ass videos, and then people coming and buying a membership that is like $60 because they liked what they saw. It's like, imagine you go to a pastry store and you see macaroons or chocolate or whatever, and it's super expensive, or you don't have a lot of money. And then someone offers you a free macaroon and you taste it and oh my God, it's super tasty. You want more. Then you're going to buy the entire package. This is something that I don't see many people doing. And if you say, oh, but we have the MV preview for that, it's not enough. It's better to give them 3 minutes of the real thing for a cheaper price than to expect them to just risk and buy the $20 or $30 video. That being said, those are general guidelines. There are risk takers. There are people who are going to just go and buy from an unknown model for the thrill of it. But I want you to have a steady income. I don't want you to rely on the lightning and when it's going to strike, that, oh, who is going to buy it and when and once in a while. Another thing that really helps is re-MVing other creators. This is again a slippery slope. I believe you should make a list, you should be very organized and treat this like a job of the people who re-MV you back every day and start focusing on re-MVing them first. Re-MVing is like retweeting. They share your stuff, you share their stuff, both of you get more exposure and more sales. Now, if you say, why isn't anyone re-MVing on the front page, is because they don't have to. The front page sends them traffic like crazy. But if you're not in the first 150 or 125 on the side, you are going to need re-MVing to start standing out. Again, I'm emphasizing on making a list. Otherwise, when you start making sales, and you will start making sales with my advice, every Tom, Dick, and Harry will crawl out of the woodworks and they will try to re-MV your stuff, and you won't have time to do it with everyone. So prioritize the consistent people who re-MV every day, come hell or high water, and they're going to re-MV back. You don't have to re-MV everyone. Another thing that you need to remember is there are specific kinks who turn people off. I learned this the hard way. So there was a time where I said, I'm going to experiment with as many kinks as possible, and I made some videos where I was faking illnesses, pregnancies, stalkers, psychopaths, people doing the one-time medical procedure that removes your balls, and so on. And then I dumped all of that to my main profile. And while these things sell, and there is a niche audience that is going to get each and every one of these videos that I make, every normal guy who just wants jerk-off instructions or big boobs or whatever and comes and see me saying I'm going to cut off your balls with a pair of scissors will go, run away from my store. Of course, when you are new, it's very hard to compete with popular vanilla mainstream performers who are at the top. Like, for example, if there is let's say a person who is number 40 in the front page and they have a video where they are your sexy girlfriend, why would someone not buy hers and buy from someone unknown? So it's very good to also have some niche videos and start attracting that audience. But here's what you're going to do. ManyVids allows up to 2 accounts if they have completely different content. Like you can be the same person, but you can say to them, hey, the second account is going to be for only, let's say, cosplay, or the second account is going to be for only BDSM. So can I please have a second one? It's a pain in the ass to approve it, but it will be worth it. So start 2 accounts if you are very motivated and you want a lot of money. And on the first account, do all of the politically correct stuff that heterosexual people like. And on the other account, go crazy. Like, on the other account, I have made things like your long-distance girlfriend dumped you. Or things like, I'm pregnant and it's not yours. Where it's a video of just me talking shit about how it's not your baby, but you still have to pay for it. So these are things that normal men saw them and they were like, you're mentally ill, this isn't porn. But there's a different category of men who say, oh my God, I love this. So when you're new, you may not know exactly what your best type of video is. It's a very good idea to experiment, but please don't do what I did and put everything all on one massive account with hundreds of videos that they don't make me look sexy. They make me look like I have multiple personalities at best and some severe other form of mental illness at worst. And last but not least, I'm not going to stop saying that, trust no one in this industry. The sisterhood is a lie, and in business, the only people that may be our friends is our business partner, not our colleagues. And I'm going to share a small drama incident that happened when I was starting on MV Live. I started Systematic MV Live last July. The reason I did this is because I'm following the David Goggins philosophy of forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. So he was saying that you need to run every day because he hates running, but that didn't work for me because I actually love running. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do to train my willpower that can actually have tangible results and that I absolutely hate? Live streaming on ManyVids was something that I used to dislike so much that I would say I would much rather rip my own hair off than do live streaming. So I said I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to be doing it 10 to 12 hours a day. So there was a creator there on ManyVids. I'm going to give her a fake name for her privacy. Let's call her, I don't know, Sexy Violet 2045. So Sexy Violet has kind of been interacting with me for years, that I have been re-MVing her stuff, she was re-MVing mine, and she was leaving hearts on my account, and I was leaving hearts on her account. That also helps promote your stuff. And we weren't exactly friends, but we were on friendly terms, okay? And that was going on for like at least 2 or 3 years. Another thing about Violet that you need to know is that during that time she was doing a lot of live streams, but she never had a really impressive rank. Live streaming has its own rank, and there is a top 100 live streamers, and then your rank can be 200, 500, 1000, it depends. Every time you go live and you make some money, your rank increases, like drops. So number 1 is the best rank, and number, I don't know, what I've seen up to 1200, I think. I don't think I've seen more. So Violet was always somewhere on 150, 200, 300, but she was doing a lot of lives, like she wasn't lazy. I have watched some of her live streams incognito, and she looked very bored. She played on her phone. She did a lot of things that I wouldn't do that way if you asked me, but no one asked me, so I kept my mouth shut. So long story short, what happened is that the first month that I did live stream, and I also did it the most masochistic way possible. Like, I didn't tell anyone about Revenge Star, I didn't tell anyone about Femdom, and I just showed up and said, how much can I make? And I don't like to brag, but I will brag because that's what happened. The first month, all of a sudden, boom, I land on number 63 of the top 100, which I don't know if you know that, that's pretty difficult to do. And then you have to make lots and lots and lots of money for ManyVids to get into the top 100. So ManyVids sends you this message that's saying, this email, congratulations, you're on the top 100 live earners, keep it up, blah, blah, blah. And that day, I didn't say anything to anyone. I wanted to re-MV Violet stuff, and she hasn't changed her posts, she hasn't pinned a new post or something in days. So I didn't have anything to re-MV, and because I wanted to promote her, I left a comment on her profile saying, hey Violet, can you please change your post so that it's easier for me and for the others to re-MV and promote you? Thanks. This is exactly how I said, like very polite. And also for the record, I have left similar messages many times to other creators, so no one ever complained. People were like, oh, okay, thanks for reminding me, I'm going to change it. Well, let's just say I got a very, very bitter and hateful and condescending email saying, I'm going to tell you what she said word by word. She said, well, making your life easier is not part of my agenda. And I don't care if you have a problem and you have difficulty reviewing posts or not. And I would like to ask you to next time send these things in private, because we are cam girls and this is not for the clients to see. You know, guys, patience when it comes to spiteful women and bullshit is not one of my good points. So I told her, you're a loser and you will remain a loser. Okay, I didn't say it exactly like that, but I just made clear that I want nothing to do with her and block her. And this is proof about how fake the whole women supporting women society's opinion and bullshit is. Winners may support winners because they have mutual gain, but losers, the moment you try to stop being a loser, will attack you out of envy. And I don't care if that sounds harsh. Out of curiosity, I checked Violet's live stream rank that day, and it was 229. It's not 229 now, so you can't find her. That's why I'm saying that. And mine was 63. I'm going to ask you this and close this video. Do you think the people from number 1 live earner to number 50, the women of these categories, do you think anyone cared to message me and say something bitter and spiteful? No. Because these people are successful, they are focusing on their own stream, and they don't have time for me and my bullshit. So they didn't have anything to say. I had a couple of people who don't do live stream and they were nice enough and they congratulated me and said, oh, good for you, keep it up. That's it, thanks. But number 229, she had a lot to say. Because in her message, it wasn't only what I told you. I thought I knew people, and every time they surprised me. This woman was friendly with me for years, every single day, almost every single day, several hundreds of times. And I just go live to do something that doesn't affect her. I didn't go to her room, I didn't poach her clients, I didn't do anything. But in 1 month, I did better than what she did in the last 2 years, and she just couldn't take it. She needed to send me this hateful email and give me a piece of her mind. And now she's blocked. I'm just telling you, this is why I'm saying now that I'm friendly with people. I'm not friends with anyone, and I have people who are friendly on a 10-year list. And if after 10 years you haven't backstabbed me, you haven't treated me like shit, you haven't insulted me, I'm going to be honored to call you my friend. Until then, I'm friendly, and that's the best you're going to get from me. So in this industry, trust no one. Because they say, oh, don't trust men who want to moderate your room. Oh, don't trust men who want to give you free advice. Don't trust men who want to be sugar daddies. Of course you shouldn't trust them. But I don't see anywhere saying, don't trust the women. These people are still your competition. You can be friendly with them, you can help each other, you can make an alliance to support each other and survive and thrive on that side. But the moment you're going to do better than them, the mask will drop. And maybe they're cool people, maybe they're just going to be able to be happy for your success, but my experience in life has not been that. So be prepared that when your store starts to take off, because it will with my advice, there are going to be people who are going to be randomly blocking you, randomly being a bitch towards you, randomly stop re-envying you, and so on.